Aaron Thomas here in the broadcast booth, ready for another exciting evening of volleyball here at CCBC Essex. The Knights take on the Skipjacks here this evening. Should be an exciting contest. Some players to watch out for the Knights. We'll give you that after the announcements from PA announcer Brian.
From Easton High School, number 1, Haley Chapman. From Colonial Christian High School, number 3, Casey Mann. From Easton High School, number 4, Megan Andrews. From Kent Island High School, number 5, Sydney Collins. From Kent Island High School, number 6, Maya Robinson. From Colonial Christian High School, number 7, Katie Warner. From Easton High School, number 8, Sydney Butler. From Colonial Richardson High School, number 9, Courtney Stubb. From Senior High School, number 11, Alicia Bell. From Chesapeake Christian High School, number 13, Laura Ford. And from Chesapeake Christian High School, number 14, Megan Elmore. The Skipjacks are led by head coach Michelle Pettis, assisted by Jesse Nicholas and Bob Bonnet. And now, it's time to meet your CCBC Essex Knights. From Sunday High School, number 1, Maggie Williams. From Sunday High School, number 2, Kelly Sandberg. From Parkville High School, number 3, Gabby Gray. From Chesapeake High School, number 4, Michaela Ford. From Chesapeake High School, number 5, Savannah Moore. From Chesapeake High School, number 6, Courtney Wilson. From CCBC High School, number 9, Morgan Floyd. From Perry Hall Christian, number 10, Emily Sherry. From Parkville High School, number 15, Taylor Hunt.
All right, Aaron Thomas back here in the broadcast booth.
Jimmy John. Visit jimmyjohn.com for location. Hilton Garden, Hampton, a Baltimore White House. Get your broadcast partner, CCBC Essex.
All right, Aaron Thomas back here in the broadcast booth, getting ready to start this evening's game between the Chesapeake Skipjacks and your CCBC Essex Knights. Some players to watch out for on this Knights team. Number 9, Jillian Boyd. Boyd leads the team with 94 kills, also has 135 digs on the season. Number 1, Maggie Williams, another player to watch out for. Williams, 89 kills, 110 digs on the season. First serve of the game over to the Knights. Courtney Tripp sets up Boyd. Boyd puts it over. 2 Skipjacks players dive for it, but neither of them able to get a hand on the ball. First point of the game goes to the Knights. Courtney Tripp left last week's game early with an injury. She's back out there today. And she's one of the more important players on this Knights team. One of 3 sophomores on the team. Other sophomores, Emily Cherry and Savannah Moore, on the bench right now. Second point of the game goes to the Knights. It's a 2-0 lead to start here in this first set. I want to give you some other information on some athletics here at CCBC Essex. The men's soccer team just finished up their game with an 8-1 victory over College of Southern Maryland. I want to say congratulations to the men's team. And an ace for Courtney Tripp. That would have been a side out, but the Skipjacks player touched it. Looked like it was number 13, Laura Corp. Big mistake there from the Skipjacks. Had an opportunity to get the ball back, but the Knights have it once again. Here's Elle, puts it in. Puts it over. Nice kill at the... Great defense there by Michaela Forbes and Jillian Boyd. And that one goes out. 4-0 run, though, for the Knights out before that side out. That's exactly how head coach Jeffrey Koger wanted to start this contest. Here's the second serve of the game for the Skipjacks. It's a good one. Maggie Williams digs it out, but she's not able to put it over towards the teammate. So here's 2 straight points for the Skipjacks. Williams got to get it over there. Does with the overhead hit. Here's Butler. Just destroys that ball. Good hit there by Butler. Puts it right in between Kelly Standiford and Maggie Williams. Neither of them had an opportunity to get it. 4-3 is the score now. And the Skipjacks, after getting down 4-0 to start the first set, coming roaring back, and that is a side out. Point will go to the Knights, but a nice little 3-0, a nice little 3-point run there for the Skipjacks to cut into this lead, but the lead still for the Knights. Here's the setup. Butler comes in. Butler with the soft touch, but Gray's there. Forbes puts it over. Here comes a rally by the Skipjacks. And nice defense at the net. Michaela Forbes looks like she came down awkward on the ankle. She is limping. Courtney Tripp over to Gray. Gray sets up Maggie Williams, and Williams finishes it at the net. And head coach Jeffrey Koger checking on Michaela Forbes, and we will have a substitution coming into the game. Savannah Moore is going to come in for what appears to be an injured Michaela Forbes. Point for the Knights, though. 6-3 is the score here in the first set. Those of you unfamiliar with the rules, first team to score 25 must win by 2. And it's the first team to win 3 sets. It's a 3 out of 5 series here. Here's Gray. Gray's got to get it over. Does. Skipjacks may have bailed him out because that may have been going out, but that one hit from the Skipjacks goes out of bounds. Another point for the Knights. 7-3 is the score, and here's a nice little run put together, thanks in large part due to the service game of Jillian Boyd. Boyd with the ace. 8-3 in the first set. And you hear the little dance on the court after they get the ace. Boyd puts that one right into the net. You can see the look of frustration on her face after that. 8-4 is the score. Here's the Skipjacks with the serve. They went on a 3-point run last time they had the serve, and they will not be able to do that today on this one. Katie Worm with the less than beautiful serve there. Here's Kelly Standiford with an opportunity to help grow this lead. Puts it right in the middle. Butler's got to put it over to a teammate. Fells comes in, tries to get a hit on it, but she puts it right into the middle of the net. 10-4 is the score. Kelly Standiford once again with the service duty. Standiford, nice one. Right to Butler, though. Butler, very tall player on this Skipjacks team. And just out. Gray had the right idea. Nobody near that back line, but just outside of the line. 10-5 is the score. Sydney Butler. Here's a rally, and Maggie Williams puts it right into the net. Sydney Butler said she was tall. She stands at 6 foot. I'm sure we'll see her up in front of the net several points during this game. Maggie Williams, she puts that one back and inside the line. Point for the Knights. 11-6 is the score still here in the first set. Gabby Gray will take the serve. Gabby Gray, one of many talented freshmen on this team. Let's see what she has here on the serve. Puts it right into the middle of the net. Not a good serve from Gabby Gray. 11-7 is the score. Laura Korb with the serve. She puts it over. Kelly Standiford digs it out, puts it over, and the Skipjacks unable to put it back over. Kelly Standiford with the point. 12-7. Maggie Williams with the serve. Here's a great opportunity for the Knights to help grow this lead now with Williams on the serve. Williams puts it over. Butler sets up Fells. Fells right to Williams. Trip over to Boyd. Boyd puts it in the middle. Here come the Skipjacks. Butler over to Fell, and this one's long. Oh, excuse me. I thought that was long, but couldn't really tell from this angle. It goes in. 12-8 is the score. Competitive first set. The Knights have controlled the lead during the first set, but the Skipjacks not letting it grow too much. The biggest lead of the first set is 4, and that's what the lead is right now. Courtney Tripp called for that one. The point goes to the Skipjacks. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you can join us all season long. This has been a very exciting season so far, and it'll only continue to get more exciting as we go down the stretch. 13-9 is the score. Gabby Gray with a point there for the Knights. Emily Cherry seeing her first action of the game, and anytime Cherry comes into the game and touches that ball, you hear the Emily Cherry fan club. That time, the Skipjacks put it right into the middle of the net, and Emily Cherry will have the serve once again. 14-9. Emily Cherry puts that over, and that may have been a side out, but the Skipjacks bail them out. They got to get it over on this one. They do, but Williams is right there. Tripp over to Boyd. Boyd puts it in. Nice dig there by the Skipjacks. Butler over to Fells. Fells puts it in the middle. Boyd, Tripp, right back to Boyd. Boyd with the soft touch this time. Butler goes down to the ground. Nice play. Can the Skipjacks get it over? They do, but the Knights get the point. Nice play there from both teams, but the hard work finally pays off for the Knights. Emily Cherry will serve once again. 15-9 is the score here in the first set. Long serve. Would have found its mark inside, though, but the Skipjacks put it in the air. Now they put it over. Tripp to Savannah Moore. Savannah Moore puts it in the air. Boyd with the soft touch right inside. Great play by Boyd. 16-9 is the score now. Emily Cherry will serve. Michaela Ford on the sideline after that injury. She is limping still. Don't think we'll see her back in the game. And the side out for the Skipjacks. Another point for the Knights. And a timeout taken on the field. We'll take one too. We'll be back right after this. And we're back here. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. Score is 17-9. Emily Cherry has had the service duties for the last 2 points for the Knights. Let's see if the Knights can continue to grow this lead here in the first set. This first set has been all Knights, all day. Emily Cherry with the serve. Butler puts it in the air. Here comes Fells. Fells puts it over the net. Savannah Moore, Courtney Tripp there, but not able to put it back over onto Skipjack's territory, and the points run for Emily Cherry and the Knights comes to an end. 17-10 is the score now, and here will be the Skipjacks with the serve. Put it over. No, they don't. It looked like it was going to go over, but it goes into the middle of the net, side out. 18-10 is the score. Courtney Tripp will serve. She's back into the lineup after being injured during the last game. Rolled an ankle, but she looks to be just fine here in today's contest. Gray puts it over with a nice hit, and Butler puts it over on the other side, but Savannah Moore's there. There's the long hit. It's in. That was a nice play from Butler. 18-11. Skipjacks with the point on that one, and here comes the serve for Felicia L. And a side out. Not a good serve there. Maggie Williams will serve. No, excuse me. Looks like Jillian Boyd will serve. Jillian Boyd will serve for the Knights. Nice serve. They got to get it over on this one. Butler with the soft touch, but Gray sets it up. Boyd's going to put it over with one hit there. But Butler there once again hits it right to Gabby Gray, but Gabby Gray not able to get down fast enough and hit it back up into the air. 19-12. Skipjacks with the serve, making a little bit of a comeback here in the the first set, but may have jinxed them there as the side out gives that crucial 20th point to the Knights. Now only 5 points away from taking this first set and going up to a nice 1-0 lead. And an ace from Kelly Standiford. Felicia L. went down to the ground but wasn't able to come up with the ball. 21-12 is the score. Here's Kelly Standiford once again, puts it right over, and another ace for Standiford. Standiford back-to-back aces. Let's see if she can string together these final 3 points, Butler puts it in the air. They're going to put right back to Butler. Butler gets a lot of power on that hit. Kelly Standiford got a hand on it, but it just ricocheted far back. And I don't think there was anybody on this Knights team who could do anything about this. And there's a great opportunity for the Skipjacks to cut into this lead with Butler back there for the serve. Butler with the serve, puts it in the middle. Boyd digs it out. Tripp over to Williams. Williams with the point. Good serve there from Butler, but just great defensive play from the Knights. Gabby Gray, their last game, Gabby Gray went on a 4-ace run with 4 aces in a row. Let's see if she can put together 2 points for the Knights and get them out of this first set with the win. Williams puts it in the air. Skipjacks got to get it over on this one. They do, and it's out of bounds, side out. 24-13. The fingers go up in the air on the Knights bench, and that means it is set point here in the first set. Gray puts it over, and a side out. Gabby Gray, you can see the look of frustration on her face, but still set point for the Knights. Score is 24-14. So Kelly Standiford, Tripp over to Williams, but the point goes to the Knights. Courtney Tripp was moving when she hit that ball, so the point goes to the Skipjacks, 24-15. Here come the Knights, or here come the Skipjacks, once again. Kelly Standiford puts that one in the air. Boyd has to get it over to a teammate. Does. Standiford needs to put this one over. Does. Great rally there from the Knights. And the point goes to the Knights. Butler touched the net on that point, or on that hit. And the final score of the first set, 25-15. We'll start with the second set after this short break. And we are back here for the second set of this game between the Chesapeake Skipjacks and your CCBC Essex Knights. The Knights were victorious in the first set. 25-16 was the score in the first set. And Courtney Tripp will take the serve for the Knights here in the second set. An important set here if the Knights can get out to that 2-0 set lead. That third set will be a lot easier. The first point of the second set goes to the Knights. Courtney Tripp, let's see if she can put together a run here for her team to open up the second set. Kelly Standifor with a nice dig. Tripp with the soft touch to put it over. Here's Tripp. Gonna set up Jillian Boyd. Boyd comes across, but the Skipjacks with the rally. Butler has to put it over to L. L puts it in the air, but Courtney Tripp with the dive and puts it over. Great rally from these two teams. Here comes L. That's out of bounds, and the point goes to the Knights. That hard work pays off for the Knights. Man, what a great rally from those two teams, but Courtney Tripp still with the serve. 2 straight points for the Knights to open up this second set. It's going to be 3 points as that ball goes out of bounds. Courtney Tripp will continue to serve. 3 straight points here for the Knights to start this second set. exactly how head coach Jeffrey Koger wanted to start this. Butler has to get it over on this one. Does. Boyd puts it in the air. Standiford comes out with the full extension dive, but she can't get the hand on the ball. And the run will stop at 3 points for the Knights. 3-1 is the score. And here's the first serve of the second set for the Skipjacks. Boyd puts it in the air. Tripp gonna set up Boyd. Boyd comes in. Great play there by Butler at the net, but she couldn't put it in bounds. It goes out of bounds, and the score is 4-1 now. Boyd with the serve. Exactly how you wanted to start the second set. You got Tripp starting the serve, Boyd coming in. This is a great opportunity for the Knights to put together a serious run, and another point for the Knights, 5-1. Maggie Williams just pinpoint accuracy with that hit, puts it in the perfect position. 5-1 is the score. Jillian Boyd will serve once again. Courtney Tripp was able to go on a 3-run lead to start the second set. Let's see what Boyd can do. Maybe she can answer it, or maybe she can double it. She's 1 point away from answering it, as she's got 2 straight points here after that ace. 6-1 is the score here in the second set. Boyd puts it over. Dig. Savannah Moore puts it into the middle of the net. You can see the look of frustration on her face. Substitution coming into the game for the Skipjacks. Number 14, Megan Elmore, comes in and immediately takes the ball, and she'll go back there for the serve. Elmore puts it over. Williams puts it over with the hit. Butler right to Boyd. Tripp sets up Gray. Gray with the 2 hands over. L. And here's the hit once again by the Skipjacks. Tripp goes down to the ground. Standiford has to get it over on this one. Does. Great rally from these two teams, and they put it into the net, and the point for the Knights. The Knights are able to get on multiple point runs here in the second set, and the Skipjacks are unable to do that. Every time they get the ball, they give it right back. 7-2 is the score. 8-2 is the score now. Kelly Standiford with the ace. Standiford with the serve. Butler's got to put it over. Does. Boyd. Tripp to Williams. Williams puts it into the middle, and Elmore can't get the hand on the ball. I want to take this time to thank the people who help keep the lights on here at CCBC Essex. MedStar Sports Medicine, the official training partner of CCBC Athletics. Jimmy John's, Freaky Fast, the Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn of Baltimore, White Marsh, Maryland, Madison Bank, and finally, the CCBC Associate of Applied Science Digital Media Production Department, the official broadcast partner of CCBC Athletics. And a timeout taken on the field after that point is picked up by the Knights. We'll be back right after this short break. Kelly Standiford back in the game. She will serve after that timeout. Butler puts it in the air. L puts it over onto the Knights territory for the Skipjacks. Here's Courtney Tripp. She sets up Gray. Gray with the soft touch and the point. 11-2 is the score. It is an absolute dominating second set performance here for the Knights. This is, as my dad would say, a Bubba beaten. Cherry puts it over with the spike at the net, and the point for the Knights. 11-12, or 12-2 is the score now. Kelly Standiford with the serve once again. Nice little 3-point run for the Knights. Let's see if it will continue. Here they put it over. Tripp puts it in the air. Gray puts it up for Williams. Williams with a nice serve. Or excuse me, with a nice hit. Butler puts it over, and Boyd stretched out but couldn't touch it. And the ball hits the ground. The point for Butler for the Skipjacks, 12-3. Every time the Skipjacks have gotten the ball here in the second set, they've given it right back to the Knights. Let's see if they do that once again, or maybe they can put together their first run of the second set, and they are unable to do so as Butler with a bad serve puts it right into the middle of the net. 14-3 is the score, or excuse me, 13-3. Gabby Gray trying to make it 14-3 here with the serve. Gray, nice serve, and she'll be awarded with the ace. Skipjacks play with it for a little bit, but unable to do anything with it. 14-3 is the score. And they put it right into the middle of the net. The Knights do. Gabby Gray with a bad serve. She got the ace on the first serve. Second serve, not so good. 14-4 is the score. Let's see if the Knights can get it back, though. Courtney Tripp. Williams puts it into the middle. Elmore. And the soft touch there by the Skipjacks leads to the point for the Knights. Once again, the Skipjacks get the ball and they give it right back, just unable to put together any kind of run here in this second set. Score right now is 15-4. And I think this will be another point for the Knights. No, nice play there by Butler to put it over. A nice play by Tripp with the full extension dive, but she's unable to hit it near a teammate, and the score is 15-5. Substitution coming into the game for the Skipjacks. Let's see if the Skipjacks can put together their first run here of the second set. Ball's put in the air. Williams over to Tripp. Tripp sets up Boyd. Boyd puts it right in the court. What a play. 16-5 is the score. What a hit by Jillian Boyd. Man, she can put some mustard on her hits. That's for sure. That's for sure. You see Emily Cherry with the serve, and you hear the Emily Cherry fan club here at CCBC Essex. Soft touch there by the Skipjacks to put it over. Tripp gives them the business right back, and that time it leads to a point. And you're starting to see the looks of frustration on the face of the Skipjacks. This game is slowly but surely getting away from the Skipjacks here in the second set. 17-5 is the score. Cherry trying to put together a nice little run. Tripp puts it up to Gray. Gray with the big hit, and it goes right to Butler, but Butler is unable to do anything with it because Gray put some serious mustard on that shot. Emily Cherry, 2 straight points for the Knights. Let's see if we can do 3. Cherry puts it in, and Savannah Moore with the defense at the net. 19-5. Timeout taken on the court. We'll take one too. We'll be back. Skipjacks got to talk it over with their coaches. They're almost down and out here in the second set. Emily Cherry will continue the service duties for the Knights. She has the ball in her hand, serves in the air. Cherry has put together a nice 3-point run for the Knights, looking to get that oh so important 20th point here in the second set. Savannah Moore with the soft touch, but it's right to Butler. Here comes the skipjacks, try to put it over, and they can't, and the 20th point does go to the Knights. Savannah Moore with that point. Savannah Moore playing in relief for the injured Michaela Forbes, who was injured in the first set, has not come back into the game since then. And the point there for Jillian Boyd, 21-5, only 4 points away from picking up the second set win and going into the third set with an oh so important 2-0 lead. Butler puts it over. Boyd puts it in the air, and the point will go to the Knights. Trickery does not work for the Skipjacks, 22-5. Emily Cherry just on a run right now with the serves. Butler puts this over. Tripp puts it right back over. Butler puts it back over, but that is way long, and the point goes to the Knights once again. 2 points away from coming away with the second set victory. Butler puts it back to a teammate who puts it into the Knights' territory, and they come away with the point. Kelly Standiford going to come back into the game. Emily Cherry going to take a seat after going on that great run for her team. 23-5 is the score now. Nice play at the net there from Butler, but they're able to get it over. Wow, what a play there by Maggie Williams. Butler puts it. Wow, that was really close. I thought that one cut the inside of the line for Butler, but the Knights are able to get the point, and it's set point. 24-6 is the score. The fingers are up in the air, and here's a point. Here's an opportunity to finish up this second set early. Butler puts it over. Tripp sets up Gray. Gray over to Boyd. Boyd with the great point at the net. 25-6 is the score at the end of the second set. The third set will start momentarily, and the Knights are looking for the 3-0 sweep. And we're back here at CCBC Essex for the third set between the Chesapeake Skipjacks and the CCBC Essex Knights. The Knights are out to a commanding 2-0 lead here in the third set. And they will be looking to pick up a quick 25 points here and go home with the 3-0 sweep. They'll have to get the ball back from the Skipjacks, though, as the Skipjacks will start with the serve. Savannah Moore can't put that one over the net, and the first point of the third set goes to the Skipjacks. The Skipjacks got dominated in the second set, played a lot better in the first set, though, as the first set was close. Second set was just an utter domination by the Knights. But the Skipjacks out to an early 2-0 lead here in the third set. I don't think the Knights can take the Skipjacks lightly here in the third set, and you don't want to let the Skipjacks come away with a win, because if they win here, anything could happen. You want to shut the door if you're the Knights. And let's see if they can get our first point of the third set here. They've got to get this over. A communication breakdown between Maggie Williams and Gabby Gray. Each player thought the other was going for it, but the point, 3 straight points for the Knights. Maggie Williams digs that one out. Courtney Tripp right back to Maggie Williams. Maggie Williams puts it over into Skipjacks territory. Here come the Skipjacks. Boyd up in the air. Here's Tripp setting up Boyd. Boyd with the hit. A lot of mustard on it, not a lot of accuracy. They put it into the middle of the net. A 4-point run for the Skipjacks, their biggest run of the contest. And the Knights are on their heels right now here in the third set. Williams, Tripp, puts it into the middle. Savannah Moore's got to get this over, and she does it. A 5-point run here for the Skipjacks. The Knights need to get something going here in the third set. Gabby Gray puts that over, and the Skipjacks Butler puts it right back over. 6-point run for the Skipjacks, and the look of devastation is starting to set on the Knights' face. They can't believe what is happening right now, but finally the Skipjacks bail them out and give them a free point as they can't get that serve over the net. Courtney Tripp with the serve. She has got to make something happen here for the Knights, as they're down 6-1 right now. 6-2 will be the score. I had a little problem with the scoreboard there momentarily, but we do have it figured out. 6-2 is the score. Courtney Tripp with an opportunity to put some points together for her team and get her team back in the driver's seat here in the third set, as the Skipjacks went on a 6-0 run to open up this second set. And a nice play there by Jillian Boyd, starting to cut into this lead. 6-3 is the score. Boyd goes up, touches that ball at its highest peak, and she doesn't slam it as she can. She's got a lot of power on her shot, but this time she decides to go with the soft touch. And the point with the Skipjacks, the side out, Courtney Tripp. It looked like it was going to touch Butler, but Butler was able to jump out of the way just in time. 7-3 is the score. But good thing for the Knights to put together some points, get on the board. They'll get the ball right back, as this time Boyd goes with the power. Last time she went with the soft touch, but this time she puts a little extra mustard on that one. 7-4 is the score. Boyd serving. Here's a great opportunity for the Knights to put together some points. Courtney Tripp serving last time. Jillian Boyd serving this time, but Butler with a great play at the net. And the point for the Skipjacks. 8-4 is the score. Substitution coming into the game for the Skipjacks. And this third set has pretty much been all Skipjacks. Stand Ford puts it over. Williams puts it over, and nice play. Standiford digs it out. Tripp sets up Williams, and Williams with a great serve. Standiford closed it out in the first set with her serve. Let's see what she can do here in the third set. She just barely puts that one over, and she gets the ace. She wipes her forehead as to show a sigh of relief as that one hit the net, just barely went over, and the point goes to the Knights. 8-6. Regardless, it is an ace. Butler puts it over, but it's out of bounds. Side out for the Skipjacks. The Knights now only down by 1 here in the third set. 8-7 is the score. Standiford puts it over, and here come the Skipjacks with the rally, but Emily Cherry there with the defense at the net. Tied up here. And this is a huge opportunity for the Knights to get their first lead of the third set. Here comes Sandiford, puts it over. Can the Skipjacks get it over? They cannot. The Skipjacks, after leading for the entire third set to start, the Knights now have their first lead of the third set, 9-8. Remember, the Skipjacks went on a 6-0 run. So since then, it has been all Knights. And the Skipjacks finally get the ball back. Butler puts it over the head of Courtney Tripp. Tripp tried to backtrack and get that, but she hits it and just can't do anything with it. 9-9 is the score. Here comes Butler with the serve. Butler puts it in. Boyd digs it out. Tripp over to Williams. Williams puts that, and that was just a little long. 10-9, the Skipjacks are back in the lead here in the third set. This third set resembling the first set as the Skipjacks and Knights went back and forth there. But unlike the first set, the Knights do not have the lead here. And the side out for Butler and the Skipjacks. The score is tied up once again. The largest lead for the Knights here in this third set has been 1 point. Let's see if Gabby Gray and the Knights can change it here as they go on the offensive attack. Gabby Gray with a good serve, and that'll be an ace. You can see the look of determination on Gabby Gray's face. She wants to string together some points for her team and get back into the driver's seat here in what could be the final and deciding third set. Butler sets up. Skipjacks put it over. Standiford gonna try and dive into the stands for that one. Do her best Derek Jeter impression. But unlike Jeter, she's unable to come away with the ball. 11-11 is the score. The Knights not able to string together points. They're getting into short leads, but giving the ball right back to the Knights here in the third set. Emily Cherry puts it over and puts it in the perfect position. And you see the Emily Cherry fan club over on the opposing sideline. Maggie Williams with the serve. Here's an excellent opportunity for the Knights to string together some points. Maggie Williams, a good serving player on this team, but I may have jinxed her there as I gave her the praise, but she puts it over and out of bounds. 12-12 is the score. Here will be another service opportunity for the Skipjacks. That gets over just barely. Tripp gonna set up Boyd, but the point goes to the Knights. Tripp was moving when she hit that one. 13-12 is the score. Maggie Williams, Tripp, Boyd with a lot of mustard on that one. Butler's got to get this one over. Wow, they do. Nice rally from the Skipjacks. Cherry puts it in the middle. That's the second time Cherry's done that. And you can see the look on the Knights' faces. They know that they've let the Skipjacks hang around a little bit too long here in the third set, and I think they're going to look to shut the door here. They're down 12-13. And here's Cherry with the serve just out of bounds, the side out. And you can see the look of frustration on her face. Correction, it was 13-13. Now it's 13-14 in favor of the Skipjacks. Emily Cherry takes a seat on the bench. Kelly Standiford comes back into the game for the Knights. Here's Courtney Tripp with great defense at the net from Butler. 15-13 is the score. Let's see if the Skipjacks can put together some points. Long serve. Williams puts it over. Butler sets up. Skipjacks got to get it over on this one. They do. The whistle blows, and it'll go against the Knights. Skipjacks with the point. 13-6. Nice three-point run here for the Skipjacks, and they are very much alive here in this third set. 16-13 is the score. while we have this break in the action, I want to take this opportunity to thank the people who help keep the lights on here at CCBC Essex. MedStar Sports Medicine, the official training partner of CCBC Athletics. Jimmy John's, Freaky Fast, the Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn of Baltimore, White Marsh, Maryland. Madison Bank, and last but certainly not least, the CCBC Associate of Applied Science Digital Media Productions Department, the official broadcast partner of CCBC Athletics. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth, and what an exciting evening of volleyball we've had here at Essex. The Knights dominated the first 2 sets, got out to the early 2-0 lead, but here in what could be the final set, the Skipjacks have the lead 16-13. They went on a 6-point run to start the third set. Since then, the Knights have been able to come back, take the lead for moments in the third set, but here the Skipjacks on a 3-point run, and the scoreboard reflects it with the 16-13 score. Stand to forward over to Tripp. Tripp sets up stand to forward with the soft touch, but it's not very accurate. 17-13 is the score. Will we play a fourth set? I don't know. I didn't think that we would after coming off that second set, but here in the third set, it's a completely different ball game. But it goes out of bounds, and the point goes to the Knights. Courtney Tripp will serve, I believe, for the Knights. 17-14 is the score. Tripp was serving for the Knights when they went on that run to tie the game up here in the third set. Let's see if she can go on another run here. 17-14. Tripp, I would say, one of the more important players on this team, a veteran presence, as she's one of 3 sophomores on this team, and that point will go to the Knights. 17-15. Let's see if they can string some together here. Courtney Tripp will serve once again. Jillian Boyd got that point for the Knights on a rocket of a hit. 17-15 is the score. Tripp puts it over. Here come the Skipjacks. Butler puts it over, but that is out of bounds. 17-16. Only 1 point away from tying this game up once again. Man, this has been an exciting third set. The first set was somewhat similar to this third set, as it was an exciting back-and-forth contest, but the Knights pretty much had the lead the entire time in that first set. Third set, much different than that. And it's tied up once again, though. 17-17 is the score. Courtney Tripp, nice 4-point run. Let's see if she can continue it. Here, they put it over. Jillian Boyd right there with a great defense at the net. 18-17 matches the largest lead of the third set for the Knights. Timeout taken by the Skipjacks. They were up by 3 last time the Knights took a timeout, but now they find themselves down by 1 as they take a timeout. We'll be back right after this short break. Here's Courtney Tripp serving once again, and the Knights go out to the late 18-17 lead, but Courtney Tripp there with the side out. They give that free point right back to the Skipjacks. 18-18 is the score. And let's see if the Skipjacks can put together some points. Maggie Williams with the ball in the air. Courtney Tripp sets up Boyd. Boyd with the soft touch. It's out of bounds, though. Oh, excuse me. It looked like it was out of bounds. The side judge ruled it out of bounds, but the head referee waves it off, says that was in bounds. 19-18. Let's see if Jillian Boyd can get that so important 20th point. That ball went over, but it went over at the expense of one of her teammates, Gabby Gray, as that hit her in the head. 19-19 is the score. Let's see if the Skipjacks can get this so important 20th point. This will be the first time all game that the Skipjacks have gotten to 20 points before the Knights. Maggie Williams with the hit. Here come the Skipjacks with the rally. They've got to get it over on this one. They do. Boyd, trip, sets up Boyd. Boyd doesn't get it over. She puts it into the net. 20-19 is the score here in the third set. And the look of frustration on Jillian Boyd's face says it all. She had an opportunity there, but she wasted it. Kelly Standiford to trip to Williams. Williams with the hit. It's a good one, but here come the Skipjacks. Got to get it over on this one. They do. Standiford, trip, sets up Gray. Great defense at the net from the Skipjacks, but they can't put it in bounds. They put it out of bounds, and we're tied up once again at 20 apiece. Kelly Standiford with the serve. She had 2 aces in a row in the second set. Let's see what she can do here in the third set. And the point goes to the Knights. The Skipjacks player was moving when she tried to set up Butler and Standiford. Let's see what she can do with the 1-point lead here. 21-20 is the score here in the so important third set, and the ace for Standiford. What a play. 22-20, only 3 points away from closing this game out. Timeout taken by the Skipjacks, and we'll be back right after this. And we are back here in the third set. Here come the Skipjacks. Got to put it over. Tripp puts it in the air. Gray over to Williams. Williams puts it over. And here come the Skipjacks with the rally. Butler with the long hit, and it's good. 22-21 is the score. Let's see if the Skipjacks can tie it up once again. Man, this third set has been exciting. Butler with the serve. She has struggled with her serve here in this game. She's played well in the court, though. And Tripp hits off of her shoulder. Maggie Williams comes in with the full extension dive to try and hit it over to a teammate, but we're tied up once again, 22-22. Remember, that's the first team to 25 must win by 2. So, man, this could be a nail-biter. Tripp just puts it over with a soft touch. Here comes Butler. And the Skipjacks right to Kelly Standiford. Tripp sets up Williams. Williams comes in with the long touch, but the Skipjacks put it back over, and Courtney Tripp with the ill-advised touch. Man, what a play by the Skipjacks there on that rally. They're up to the lead once again, 23-22, and another timeout, this one taken by the Knights. Head coach Jeffrey Koger has to be a little disappointed with what he's seen from his team here in the third set. After dominating the first 2 sets, just coming out here in this third set looking a little flat, and that's why the Skipjacks have the 23-22 lead. We'll be back right after this short break. All right, we are back here in the third set. The Skipjacks are up in this late stages of the third set, 23-22. Butler will serve for the Skipjacks. Good serve, but Boyd is there. Tripp sets up Williams. Williams puts it in. It was a little long, but the Skipjacks get it. And the point for the Skipjacks. This will be set point. The first time the Skipjacks have had set point all afternoon. 24-22 is the score right now. And the look of shock on everybody's face here at Essex says it all. Butler puts it over. Williams puts it right back over with the one touch. Boyd puts it in the air. Tripp sets up Williams. Williams with a great hit, but Elmore digs it out. Butler sets it over. Boyd digs it out. What a great rally. Tripp puts it over with the soft touch. Here comes Butler. The Skipjacks get it over. Standifor digs it out. Here comes Tripp. Gray's got to get it over on this one. Does. What a play by Gray. And here come the Skipjacks once again. What an amazing rally. And the Knights get the point. 24-23. And the electricity, you can feel it here at CCBC Essex. This is such an important point. If they can tie this game up, we will continue. Gabby Gray with the good serve. And it's going to be a point for the Knights, and they tie it up. The Skipjacks get out to a 2-point lead, but here comes Gabby Gray and the Knights, 24-24. Remember, it's the first team to 25, but you must win by 2, so this is not game point. Gray puts it right into the middle of the net, and what a disappointing play there. Gabby Gray had an opportunity, and you can see the look of frustration on her face. This is set point for the Skipjacks, 25-24. Standifor digs it out, but she puts it right over, and the point goes to the Skipjacks. We will play some more volleyball here. 2-1 is the score. 26-24 in the third set. The Knights just fall apart there in the third set. The Skipjacks go out to the early 6-0 lead. The Knights were able to make the comeback effort, and they were able to take the lead at one point in the third set, but just unable to make enough plays to come away with the third set victory, and they let the Skipjacks hang around in this one. Score is 2-1. We'll be back right after this break. All right, the fourth set is about to start here at CCBC Essex. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for joining us all season long. We've had a very exciting season so far, and it promises to get more exciting as it goes along. What an exciting third set we had. The Skipjacks got their first set win with a 26-24 third set victory. And the score right now is 2-1 in favor of the Knights. This fourth set is about 5 seconds away from starting. And what an important fourth set this is. You remember here in the third set, the Knights got down to an early 6-point deficit, and they just were really unable to get into the third set after that. They were able to come back, take the lead at different points in it, but just unable to really string together some serious points after making the comeback effort. Here comes the fourth set, and the ace for Kelly Standifor to start the fourth set. but that's exactly how head coach Jeff Koger wanted to start this set, I'm sure, after getting out to the early 6-0 deficit in the third set. Getting out to an early lead here in the fourth set is important. Courtney Tripp sets up Williams. Williams puts it into Skipjack's territory. Here come the Skipjacks. Els puts it over. Boyd digs it out. Tripp sets up Cherry. Cherry is denied at the net from Butler. Did her best Ben Wallace impression right there. Just said, not in my house. 1-1 is the score, and here come the Skipjacks. Boyd digs it out. Tripp over to Williams. Williams with a great hit, but it's just out of bounds. 2-1 is the score for the Skipjacks. Man, what a miraculous comeback this would be if the Skipjacks were able to win this fourth set and force a game-deciding fifth set. Here's the serve. Standiford is able to bail out Boyd. Williams puts it over, and here come the Skipjacks. Butler sets up her teammate. Gray with the soft touch, and she's able to get the point and tie the game up at 2-2 here in the fourth set. Here comes Gabby Gray. Gabby Gray had a big-time mistake here in the third set when she served it right into the middle of the net. This time she will get an ace, making up for her mistake there in the third set. Let's see if Gabby Gray can put together some points here for the Knights in this fourth set. They need to get out to an early lead in this fourth set if they want to close the door on the Skipjacks. Great play at the net from Cherry and Tripp, and it leads to the point. 4-2 is the score in the fourth set. Biggest lead of this fourth set from either team. 2-point lead for the Knights coming off the service duties of Gabby Gray. Let's see if she continues to build this lead. Gray, good serve. I thought that one was going to be an ace, but the Skipjacks are able to dig it out. Standiford. Williams with the hit into the middle. Here come the Skipjacks with a rally. Butler puts it over, but she puts it right into the middle of the net. Man, it looked like that one was just going to get over, but it hits the net and comes back into Skipjacks territory. 5-2 is the score here in this fourth set. Gray with the serve. Man, she's been serving very well here in the early parts of this fourth set. Good play at the net from Cherry and Tripp. Butler got to put it over on this one. Good hit. Standiford puts it in the air, and here comes Williams. What a rally from these two teams. Great play from the Knights. Williams with the soft touch puts it in the middle, and she'll get the point. Whatever head coach Jeffrey Koger said to his team after that third set loss, it seems to be working as the Knights are really playing well here in the fourth set. 6-2 is the score. Gabby Gray still serving, and thought she was going to get an ace there, but the Skipjacks dig it out. Butler puts it over towards the near side, or the far sideline, excuse me, but it goes out of bounds, side out. 7-2 is the score, and an early dominating lead here in the fourth set. And a timeout taken by the Skipjacks, much needed. They need to get back into the driver's seat here in this fourth set if they want to keep the comeback hopes alive. We'll take a quick commercial break right after this. All right, we are back here in the fourth set. What could be the fourth and final set if the Knights are able to come away with the win. And what a serve by Gabby Gray. That's her second ace of the set. And man, what a run by Gabby Gray. She has gone on a 7-point run for the Knights. And they'll have to give the service duty back to the Skipjacks as the Knights go on the allotted, or pick up the allotted points, and they have to give the serve back to the Skipjacks. 8-2 is the score here in the fourth set. This is reminiscent of what the second set looked like when the Knights beat the Skipjacks 25-6 in the second set. That's why I was so surprised to see the Skipjacks come back in the third set and pick up the 26-24 victory and keep the comeback hopes alive. Tripp sets up Williams. Williams with a great hit. Good mustard and good accuracy leads to the point for Williams, and Williams has just absolutely been driving the train on this Knights offense all afternoon long, and Williams will take over the serve and have an opportunity to string together some points for her team. Good play at the net from Cherry. Gray's got to get it over. Does with the soft touch. Here come the Skipjacks. Butler puts it over. Great play by Cherry at the net, and the point for the Knights. 9-3 is the score. Maggie Williams. I don't believe she has any relationship to Max Williams, the tight end for the Ravens. And Gray tried to go for the dive, but she couldn't get a hand on that ball, and the point goes to the Skipjacks. 9-4 is the score. Standiford puts it in the air. Tripp. Boyd has to get it over. Does. Can the Skipjacks put it back over? Williams over to Tripp. Tripp to Gray. Gray with a good hit, but here come the Skipjacks with the rally. Can Butler put it over for the Skipjacks? She does. Standiford gets down onto a knee to dig that one out, and here comes Boyd. What a hit. And nothing the Skipjacks could do about that one. 10-4 is the score now here in the fourth set. What a play by Jillian Boyd. And you heard it there from PA announcer Brian. Emily Cherry will serve, and every time Emily Cherry touches the ball here at CCBC Essex, you hear the Emily Cherry fan club. Put it up in the air. Gray over to Tripp. Tripp puts it over to Boyd. Boyd with the soft touch and the point. Back-to-back points for Boyd. 11-4 is the score, and let's see if the Knights can go on a nice little long run here in the fourth set. They were able to go on a long run earlier when Gabby Gray was able to put together 8 straight points for her team, and the point goes to the Knights. Looks like the Skipjacks are moving when they put that ball over. 12-4 is the score. Emily Cherry, since he took over the service duty, they've been able to put 2 points together. Let's see if they can make it 3 here with this serve. Cherry puts it over. Good serve. And Savannah Moore was there at the net, but Butler just a little taller and able to put it over the outstretched hands of Savannah Moore. The point goes to the Skipjacks. 12-5 is the score. Williams sets up Boyd. Boyd puts it back over to Williams. Williams with a long hit and the point. Maggie Williams continues to drive this train for this Knights offense. 13-5 is the score after the Maggie Williams point. Courtney Tripp will take over the serve for the Knights. Let's see if she can put together some points here for the Knights. Set up Butler. They put it over. Standiford over to Tripp. Tripp sets up Boyd. Boyd with the long hit. It's in. And the point for the Knights. Jillian Boyd, a couple really nice hits here in this fourth set. And the Knights continue to dominate this fourth set. Tripp with the serve. Not a great one, but it goes inbounds. And Williams with the dig. Tripp sets up Gray. Gray with the good hit, puts it over, but here come the Skipjacks with the rally. And they'll get the point. They get it over the outstretched hands of Savannah Moore and Gabby Gray. Jillian Boyd tried to get down onto the court and get a hand on that ball, but she was unable to. 14-6 is the score. The Knights are able to put together these short runs ever since going on that long run, but just unable to really get into the driver's seat here in this fourth set as the Skipjacks are very much still in this one, but a great play by Gabby Gray to get that ball into Skipjacks territory for the point. 15-6 is the score. And that is going to be an ace for Jillian Boyd. It's a 10-point lead for the Knights. 16-6 is the score right now. They're looking to shut the door here in this fourth set. They're out to a dominating lead, and they're looking to get that ever so important 20th point. An ace for Jillian Boyd. Back-to-back aces for Boyd. Only 8 points away from getting that decisive match point. And only 3 points away from getting that ever important 20th point. And Butler's got to get it over this time. They do. Tripp over to Moore. Moore over to Williams. Williams got to get it over. Overhead two-handed hit. Butler over to L. Boyd stand up forward with the full extension dive, but she can't get her hand on it. 17-8 is the score for the Skipjacks, or excuse me, for the Knights. Or excuse me, 17-7 is the score. Here come the Skipjacks with the serve once again. Williams with the dig. Over to Tripp. Tripp back to Williams. Williams with a great hit, but the Skipjacks put it over on the one touch. Tripp right back to Williams. Williams right to a Skipjacks player, and here come the Skipjacks with the rally. Can they put it over? They do. Stand up forward with the dive. Williams sets up Tripp. Tripp, soft touch. Here come the Skipjacks. What a rally between these two teams. Stand up forward, puts the ball in the air. Boyd calls off Tripp, but Tripp's got to get it over on this one. They do. Here come the Skipjacks, who will come away with this important point, and it will be the Knights. Skipjacks player was touching the net when she hit that one. 2 points away from getting that ever important 20th point, and 7 points away from getting that decisive 25th point. And only 6 points away now. That is a nice play by Maggie Williams at the net. Maggie Williams just can... Here come the serve for the Skipjacks. I'm sorry, that point went to the Skipjacks instead of the Knights, but that point will go to the Knights. Maggie Williams with a great hit. Maggie Williams continues to drive the train for this Knights offense, but here comes Gabby Gray. Remember here earlier in the fourth set, Gabby Gray went on a nice run, getting, I believe, 7 points in a row. Let's see if she can do that again. She had 2 aces during that run. And here comes Boyd. Boyd over to Tripp. Tripp puts it over to Gray. Gray puts it over. And the Skipjacks come here with the rally. Butler, great play by Cherry at the net. Emily Cherry has done that a handful of times in this game. Just made some outstanding plays at the net. 20-8 is the score right now. And Gray looking to string together some points. Cherry once again with the play at the net, but that time she touched the net. So the point goes to the Skipjacks. 20-9 is the score. Skipjacks, they're not dead, but they're on life support right now as they are absolutely struggling here in the fourth set. Just goes to show you that volleyball is a game of runs. Usually the team who can get on that early run is going to be the team who comes away with the victory. Then the third set, the Skipjacks got out to the early 6-point run. Here in the fourth set, the Knights got out to the early 6-point run. And the Knights have been dominating here in the fourth set because of it. Maggie Williams will serve, only 4 points away from the game-deciding 25th point. Let's see what Maggie Williams can do here. Williams with the serve. Good serve. And I think she'll get an ace. Oh, wow. What a bailout play by Elmore to be able to put it near one of her teammates in front of the net after chasing that one down for a bit. But they're unable to do anything with it. A timeout taken by the Skipjacks. They're only 3 points away from walking out of here with the loss. While we have this break in the action, we want to take this time to thank the people who help keep the lights on here at CCBC Essex. MedStar Sports Medicine, the official training partner of CCBC CCBC Athletics, Jimmy John's Freaky Fast, the Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn of Baltimore, White Marsh, Maryland, Madison Bank, and last but certainly not least, the CCBC Associate of Applied Science Digital Media Productions Department, the official broadcast partner of CCBC Athletics. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth, and we are almost done here at CCBC Essex. Here it is a 22-9 game in the fourth set. The Knights are out to the 2-1 lead, and they are looking to close it out here in the fourth set. Only 3 points away from that game-deciding 25th point. I want to thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you for joining us all season long, as this has been an exciting season so far, and it has the makings to be even more exciting as we get down the stretch. Both teams are back out onto the court. Maggie Williams will serve for the Knights. She's been driving the train here for this Knights offense in this game. Let's see if she can continue to do that. And here come the Skipjacks. Butler with a good hit, and Williams went down to the ground to try and dig it out, but she was unable to do anything with that. Butler, just a great serve. 22-10 is the score. Butler played well in the court, but has struggled with her serve. And here comes Standiford. She puts it over to Tripp. I think Tripp thought that one was going to go over, but it didn't. And the point goes to the Skipjacks. Butler will continue to serve. You want to get that ball back if you're the Knights, because, like I said, Butler has struggled to serve so far, but you don't want to let her find her groove and get the Skipjacks right back into this game. Butler over to a teammate. Standiford down on both knees to dig that one out. Boyd gets the setup from Tripp. She puts it over with a big shot. And Williams down onto the ground gets it over, but the point goes to the Skipjacks. A for effort, though, for Maggie Williams on that hit. 22-10 is the score here in the fourth set. And Butler leading a little bit of a surge here for the Skipjacks. Butler puts it over once again. Williams puts it right to Tripp, and Tripp did not have her feet set when she hit that ball over to her teammate, and 22-13 is the score after that point for the Skipjacks, and the surge continues for Butler and the Skipjacks. Standiford over to Tripp, Tripp over to Boyd, Boyd soft touch and the point. I don't know if she did that on purpose or it was an accident, but regardless, it was a great point. And 23-13 is the score, 2 points away from that deciding 25th point. Emily Cherry will serve, and you hear the Emily Cherry fan club on the far sideline. Oh, that was close to being an ace for Emily Cherry. Williams digs it out. Tripp sets up Gray. Gray's got to get it over, and the point for Gray, and here we are, 1 point away from the game being over. 24-13, it is match point. Emily Cherry with an opportunity to shut the door on the Skipjacks. Here comes Cherry with the serve. Butler puts it over with the soft touch, but she hits the net. Point for the Knights. Game for the Knights. Final score 25-13. The Knights get the win, 3-1. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. Want to thank you for joining us this evening, and hope you can join us this Thursday, when the Knights are back in action here at CCBC Essex. Good afternoon and good night.